This is the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Ever wish you could re-listen to your favorite interview or segment? Do you enjoy hearing older shows for the first time in years? Then the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less is just what you need. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Yes, indeed. I do think this show is just what you need. I'm Jon Solberg, and I'm the host for the best moments of the BBQ Central Show in 10 minutes or less. Happy to tell you that today's show is brought to you by Green Mountain Grills. For more than 17 years, Green Mountain Grills has brought the smoke to the competition scene in backyards all over the planet. Their Venturi-style firebox delivers the cleanest 150-degree smoke in the pellet game. Their newly redesigned 2025 Prime 2.0 grills, they blend the proven technology of the past with the technology of the future. Green Mountain Grills is the original innovator of all things Wi-Fi and continues to give the user granular options to control your grills in any environment from anywhere. Green Mountain Grills also leads the pack in accessory creation, from pizza ovens, rotisseries, add-on side burners, rack systems, and more. Check all this out over at greenmountaingrills.com. That's greenmountaingrills.com. And this show celebrates actually the 8th anniversary of the Best Moment Show. Here's a little Braden request. For the first time, Sam the cooking guy ever showed up.
All right, let me grab my sheet here. All right, as promised, joining me is most likely the most accomplished and award-winning person I've ever had on this show. He has like 12 Emmys to his credit. Also has the best live video show on the interwebs right now. It airs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We race over to the hotline. First timer of the show. It's Sam Zion, Sam the cooking guy. Sam, how are you, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing, Greg?
You know what? I'm sorry. I meant to say, Sam, how are you, fuckface?
You know what? So you're saying that, you watched the live cast, and I know you're saying that because I said a couple weeks ago, I'm trying to bring back the term fuckface.
Why not?
It was a favorite when I was a kid. I don't know how old you are, but when I was a kid, my teenager, we used the term. And I feel like it's a classic lost term now. It's got to come back.
Easily added to the end of any sentence, kind of like a sentence enhancer. You want to get something a little bit more oomph, like you're adding ingredients to the kitchen. Why not add it to the vocabulary? Drop a little fuckface right there. Everybody's heads are snapping around. It's great.
Hey, what are you doing, fuckface?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, pass me that cheeseburger, fuckface. It totally rolls, doesn't it? It comes right off the tongue.
It slides right off the tongue. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Sam, I'm a big fan of the show, obviously, without saying.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You're starting the new year healthy. How many pounds have you lost? I know it's kind of like a big thing around the show. And why do you think it's so hard for people to stick to diets and this whole eating healthy type thing?
The simple reason is because diets suck. You want to eat everything that's bad. You want the cheeseburgers. You want the French toast. You want the foie gras. Fat is flavor. There's just no two ways about it. What's your favorite cut of beef?
Mine is a cowboy Texas ribeye.
There you go. Ribeye, one of the fattiest cuts of beef, but also one of the most flavorful cuts of meat, right?
Absolutely.
I order ribeye because I want the flavor from it. If I didn't want that much flavor, I would go in New York. I'm not a fan of New York. I like a tenderloin. I think a tenderloin's a nice cut. But I generally go ribeye because it's got that marbling in it. It's got the fat. It melts. It's unctuous. It's the kind of taste that you want in your mouth when you're eating a piece of meat.
All right, so...
And that's the problem. Fat is flavor, and we all want the shit to taste good.
So what do you think the best way to kind of get a... Diet, I think, is bad, right? Because you're already pigeonholing yourself. You're already going to make yourself feel bad if you crash one day. How do you get on the right track just to be eating in a healthier fashion? What are some key instances?
Here's the thing. I've lost in about 2.5 or 3 weeks, 9 or 10 pounds, which is pretty good. And I'm trying not to eat everything that I look at, which is difficult.
Right.
And I'm trying not to eat the super bad carbs. I don't need to have a grilled cheese every single day. I don't need to have 8 slices of big, thick French baguette bread with my pasta at night. In fact, I probably don't need to have that pasta every night. It's sort of like saving up. You know how when you were little, if you had dinner, there might be one thing that you really liked and you ate it last?
Yeah.
You got rid of the carrots and the mashed potatoes, but you left the ribs or whatever that one thing is you really like. Well, it's kind of like that for an adult, but it means that you're saving that food for maybe a couple of times a week, not every day. I was in Vegas at CES a month ago, and we ate like the fucking end of the world was coming. Every single morning, some kind of eggs Benedict. And there was hash browns, and there was sauce, and there was all the things that you probably shouldn't have. And then lunch, there was no regard for any, because we knew that we were marching towards the moment when it had to end. So we said, fuck it. Eat everything, we'll pay for it after the fact. But that's just not, you can't do stuff like that. So now for me in breakfast, instead of having the crazy stuff, I mean, I had a couple eggs this morning, but I had a lot of sauteed onions in there, a lot of sauteed peppers, and it was really, really delicious. I season it well, I flavor it well, but I don't need to have the toast with it, and I don't need a sauce with it, and I don't need, like a handful of pork carnitas thrown in the pan first, because that tastes great, but it's fatty.
Sam, the cooking guy, joining us here on the show. We're talking about eating right, maybe getting a little healthier. Obviously barbecue and grilling show here. So some things we were kind of game planning to talk about that you had mentioned would be some things that maybe you don't normally put on the grill. What do you like to see that's kind of out of the ordinary that you like to get on that burner?
All right, so there's a romaine salad that I like to do. I take a head of romaine. What are you drinking, by the way?
Water. I'm on the show.
Oh, but
I'm not like there's
FCC rules.
Yeah, I know, but I feel if I were ever to lose control, that could totally ruin my any chances of being popular and famous. I can't have that.
See, that's the disadvantage you have is that you're running all your stuff.
Yeah, right.
The advantage I have is that I have a guy, when we do the show, who does it, so I can drink and sort of lose control, and the show doesn't go to hell.
Correct.
You need a guy. Get a guy.
I'm trying. No doubt.
Work on it.
All right. So what about some odd things outside the box?
So you take a head of romaine, you slice the little dirty brown end off, the little butt end.
Yep.
Then you slice it lengthwise down the middle, olive oil, and right on a really nice hot grill. And both sides. And the edges get a little brown, and the whole thing starts to wilt up a little bit. It stays generally pretty crunchy, but it just warms up these leaves in such a nice way. Then you bring it off, and then you put some crumbled cooked diced bacon on it, some chopped tomatoes, a little fresh grated Parmesan, and a little, balsamic vinaigrette, whatever you've got that your favorite go-to is, whether you make it yourself or you keep one in the fridge. A drizzle of that, fresh ground pepper, that's a really good salad. And there's really nothing that horrible about it. But you're changing what you would normally have as just a regular, everyday, Caesar salad or romaine chopped salad or whatever it is. You're throwing it on the grill. And I have this expression. I say heat changes things. And of course it changes things. It makes them hot. But it does really great things flavor-wise to all kinds of food.
All right. And what else would be... so that would, let's say that would be, and that's kind of I do that quite a bit myself, and that seems to get the crowd going. So if I'm having some people over, you bring out grilled salad, they're like, oh my God, why would you ever think of doing that? But then for main courses, obviously you got steak, you got burgers, spatchcock chickens. Of course, you have that stuff.
Okay, well we'll talk appetizer for a second.
There you go. That's Sam's little segment from his very first appearance on the Best Moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. 8 years ago, Sam was featured on the very first Best Moments of the Barbecue Central show in 10 minutes or less. That first show saw his second appearance. 8 years. I know a few weeks ago we celebrated 400, but in my brain, 8 years. This show is celebrating 8 years of the Best Moments. Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for listening Thank you for putting up with me for the last 8 years, and I'm excited for 8 more. Until next time, I'm your host, Jon Solberg. I look forward to talking to you again soon.